She's getting geared up right now.
That was fun.
So is it terrifying being on the back of a motorcycle with me?
I love it. So for those of you who don't know, this is Sam. I forgot to introduce Sam. And Sam is a friend of mine for well over a decade now, probably. And he was actually in my wedding party. I value him as a brother and a friend and an all-round legend. But yeah, it was cool to have Sam on the back of the bike twice now, and now I feel pretty confident with having people on the back, which is awesome. It's still a bit anxiety inducing in that I'm responsible for somebody else's life other than my own, so that's a thing that I need to work through.
Yeah, super safe, and you're just a really sensible person when it comes to, you know, wanting to take care of people and making sure that they're consenting. Like, even before I got on the bike, you double checked with me as you want to do this, made sure I had all the right safety equipment. When we were actually riding, it was like super cruisy, and yeah, it felt really safe. A little bit of kind of like childhood memories and freedom, and yeah, that inner kid kind of came out and was like, yeah, this is... I have anxiety and I have triggers around situations where if things feel scary or dangerous in certain situations, I'll tend to avoid them, or I'll do them, but pretty much the whole time in the back of my mind, I call it my fire alarm, and my fire alarm will be going off like a meerkat, kind of looking for how to keep myself as safe as possible. And yeah, I had pretty much next to nothing of that being on the bike today, which kind of surprised me. Talked a bit to Spence about it from that like therapeutic perspective, and I was thinking about that whole idea of it's hard for thoughts to kind of, you know, intrusive thoughts or for anxiety or whatever to be present when, even as a passenger, it was just so freeing. As being like a car driver with having, you know, the four walls, not being able to have like a full 360 view of the landscape, but in that situation it was like I could just see everything. I was just watching the birds, and there's like heaps of birds of prey around here, so little kites and eagles and, you know, crows and things like that, and just watching them kind of play through the sky was just like, wow, that's so beautiful. It felt really freeing and I really enjoyed it.